What are you doing with your life? How come you were late paying the fee?
I wasn't. I don't think so. Like I
Look,
said, I
look,
was not.
look. Let's assume, for the sake of argument, that that's even remotely true.
One more time.
Pardon?
I didn't understand what you said.
Have you attended that?
Um, attended what?
The Victims Impact Panel.
I don't know what that is.
Have you signed up for it?
No, I have.
Young lady, let me tell you something.
I don't have an excuse.
Oh, I know. It does call the case of the people versus Angel Wilson.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate on behalf of Miss Wilson. Your Honor, to my understanding, she is not here yet today. I have been in contact with her. She did text me this morning saying she was running late and would probably be here around 9:30. For the record, I would respectfully request the court to consider either passing the matter or for an adjournment.
Why is she late?
She did not provide an explanation, but she did text me at 8:33 saying she was late and would probably be here at 9.
Pass the matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court does call the case, recall the case, people versus Angel Wilson.
Prosecuting Attorney Morgan on behalf of people. Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Miss Wilson, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Angel Wilson.
Thank you for passing this matter, Your Honor. Today is the date and time set for both sentencing and a bond violation hearing in this matter. As to the bond violation, Miss Wilson will be pleading no contest.
Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
You understand that you'd be entitled to a hearing?
Yes.
Pardon?
Yes.
Okay. And so you're pleading no contest to that. Did you go to Von Swartz?
I didn't go there, but I talked to her and I sent her everything. I didn't
Okay.
go.
Well, why do I have that?
The hearing begins with the judge questioning Angel Wilson about her late arrival and missed requirements. When asked about the Victim Impact Panel, Wilson admits she has not attended or even signed up. The judge immediately becomes concerned about whether she is taking the case seriously.
But I thought they were going to re-refer her. Has she been assessed?
If I may, Your Honor, yes, she has. And she sent in the requisite paperwork on Thursday, but it was not received by Von Schwartz until over the weekend. But they did complete the report. And then that was the updated recommendation was sent out this morning for Ms. Polera.
Who did she send this to?
This one
Yes.
that was emailed to myself.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
What's your highest level of education?
I graduated high school and I'm starting college.
When? Pardon?
July 8th, my first day
Where?
at PSI. It's a nursing school.
Are you living on your own now? Pardon?
Yes.
Where?
I live in Taylor.
So you moved?
Yes.
Why?
4 months ago.
Why?
Because I moved out of my mom's house.
I'm unclear, quite frankly, after reading all of this. I'm not. Are you living by yourself?
Well, my son lives with me. 2.5.
Pardon?
He's 2.5.
Did you pay Von Swartz already?
Yes.
I have concerns about this individual being, quite frankly, able to move through this report, whether she would be an adequate candidate for probation. But if you want to proceed with sentencing, we can.
Yes, Your Honor. I have reviewed the recommendation with Ms. Wilson. At this time, we are asking the court to largely adopt probation's recommendation. We do understand there is a 10-day or additional 10-day jail recommendation. Ms. Wilson is asking.
Wilson is in court for sentencing and a bond violation hearing. Her attorney explains that she plans to plead no contest to the violation. Wilson confirms that she understands she could have a hearing but still chooses to move forward with the plea.
Asking the court to not remand her at this time. As she has already told the court, she is starting nursing school on July 8th at PSI. Further, she does have a 2-year-old son whom she provides for. She currently is gainfully employed as a CNA, and she is anxious that 10 days in custody would both cause her to lose her employment or derail her potentially starting school on the 8th. Otherwise, we are asking the court to adopt probation's recommendation with the consideration of not imposing the additional 10-day jail time.
And what are you gonna do if I do impose the 10 days? Ma'am, that was a question.
Me,
Yes?
I would just probably lose everything.
What are you doing with your life, young lady?
Right now, I work and I'm a mom and I'm a soon-to-be nurse.
You have proof of the nursing school attendance?
Yes, I did get approved.
Pardon?
I did get approved for,
No, do you have proof of that?
I can show you an email of my schedule.
I think you need to come up with some reason why I shouldn't just send you to jail. Because I quite frankly don't think that you're a good candidate for probation. You weren't able to make it through the pre-sentence portion of this.
What does that mean?
Your bond violations.
Yes, I would like to say something about that. I've had to get 3.
The judge asks Wilson about her life outside the courtroom. She explains that she is 22, works as a CNA, lives with her 2-year-old son, and is preparing to start nursing school. Her attorney argues that jail could cost her both her job and her opportunity to begin school.
You want to get 3 what?
I guess that would be irrelevant.
What?
I guess that would be irrelevant, so I won't say that, but
What would be irrelevant?
I just feel like it's something with the tether because I've had to get it replaced 3 times for an upgrade, and then it says that I violate. And I'm just really confused on that. And I know that the lady at Community Corrections has put stuff in my chart because I even offered to take a lie detector test to prove that I did not violate.
Then why didn't you go through a hearing?
Because I was told that I can't take a lie detector test.
Let's tell you the picture I have. I have a person who's violated you. Pled no contest to those violations. Now you're telling me that I have an individual who I'm not sure exactly what you're doing with your life, but who also, on the date of this incident, was extremely uncooperative while you were at the hospital. Your parents know about this?
Yes.
What do they say about it?
My mom, it's mainly my mom that has something to say. I mean,
What?
it's mainly my mom that had something to say. She
And what was that?
disappointed, but she knows that I made a mistake and I will never do that again. And
That's all that she said?
The judge remains skeptical and asks Wilson what she is actually doing with her life. Wilson says she is working, raising her son, and preparing to become a nurse. But the judge points to her previous bond violations and questions whether she can really handle probation.
well, a lot more than that, but I don't really remember everything off the top of my head.
Why do I get the sense that if I put you on probation, that what's going to end up happening is I'm ultimately going to end up throwing you in jail?
Um, I don't think that will happen. I've never been on probation, but I'm willing to do anything to go to jail because I have a kid, I work full time, and I'm about to start school. My focus is not to be in jail or to do anything to end up in jail.
Here's also part of the problem, because are you telling me that throughout all of your plea, well, the pretrial portion of this, that all of these violations were because something was wrong with the machine?
Well, I was on a whole, I don't remember what it's called in the beginning before.
Sober link.
Yeah, the sober link before I got the tether. If I'm being honest, I didn't take that serious, but when I violated and then got sentenced to jail, I knew I did not want to make that same mistake again. And I have not. That's why.
So what tells me now that you're going to take any sentence I impose seriously? I mean, that's my problem, young lady. My problem is I see you out there drifting. You go about pick up this charge. You're at the hospital. You've been drinking. You're at the hospital.
Wilson claims some of her violations were connected to problems with her monitoring equipment. She says the tether had been replaced multiple times and insists she did not intentionally violate the rules. She even says she offered to take a lie detector test to prove her side of the story.
You're absolutely uncooperative at the hospital.
I wasn't uncooperative. I just didn't want the IV. And yeah, I understand that.
They ask you for consent to draw blood, right?
Yes.
What happened from your perspective?
Well, when they said something about drawing the blood, I never refused it. I just wanted to sit up. And the officer stated that I couldn't sit up, so I was refusing. And then they ended up sitting me up to take the blood. So
And at that point, you didn't think this was serious?
I did. I mean, I knew it was serious from my accident.
So then you get arraigned and you get put on a sober line.
Yes.
Tells you what to do. You don't follow through on the sober line. Right?
Correct. I was very irresponsible with the sober link.
Mm-hmm.
When I did the 5 days, I'm in jail. I knew I did not want to go back there, and I did not want to violate. That's why I was saying I wanted.
But why from the beginning didn't you take it seriously?
I feel like with my other lawyer, I didn't understand that it was a part of the bond. I've never had anything like this go on before, and I feel like there was a lot of miscommunication between me and my other lawyer.
You remember what you said to me about that tether and about the scram, that it was an inconvenience?
Unfortunately, yes, I do, and I apologize for that.
The judge brings up the original incident and Wilson's previous behavior while on bond. Wilson admits that she did not take the earlier requirements seriously enough. She tells the court that after spending time in jail, she realized she could not make the same mistakes again.
That was really out of character.
So with all of that, what makes me think you're actually going to be able to make it through probation?
The only thing I can do is show you if you just give me a chance.
I've given you opportunities throughout this case to show me, and what I've seen hasn't absolutely impressed me, or quite frankly, hasn't impressed me at all.
Yeah, I can understand that. But I've never done probation. I'm willing to do probation. I'm willing to do anything, hopefully not jail time.
Why were you late this morning?
My son's dad had to come get me, bring me here.
Said, be quite frank with you, I don't know that you're a good candidate for probation. I don't entirely understand why I shouldn't just give 93 out of the gate, just be done. You've not made it through anything I've asked you to make it through.
I know that you don't believe me with the tethers, but if I could take a lie detector test, I will. Since I got the tether, I have not.
Look, let's assume, for the sake of argument, that that's even remotely true. You've been on 2 different types of tethers.
I was unaware of that. Is the sober link a part of a tether?
That's a kind of.
Wilson asks the judge for one final opportunity to prove herself. She apologizes for her actions and says she understands that probation will be difficult. She emphasizes that she is a mother, works full-time, and is about to begin nursing school, and she promises to follow every condition.
A tether.
Okay.
And you messed that up. So then, put you on the other side. What ends up happening? Mess all that up too.
But I didn't. That's why I want to take a lie detector test to prove that I did not. I mean, why would I want to go back to jail? Honestly.
When you went to Von Swartz, why didn't you fill the form out in its entirety?
Well, she told me there was only 12 pages and there was 23. And she said I must have printed it a different way.
Yeah, but there was information you left off.
Yeah, that I didn't.
But that was on what you had that you just didn't fill in.
Well, the question on the front, I didn't know. And the other ones, I must have just read through them. I honestly don't know. I was confused when she told me that there was stuff missing because it was like simple stuff, like my parents' name. I was like, what? So I don't know. I must have been rushing through it.
See, you need to come up here and give me every reason you have as to why I should send you for the 93 days.
Okay.
Court stands in recess.
All rise.
Court recalls the case, People versus Angel Wilson. So, explain to me.
The court ultimately places Wilson on probation for 18 months but imposes strict conditions, including treatment, testing, meetings, and continued monitoring. She also receives a 93-day jail sentence with credit for time already served, while the remaining balance is suspended. The judge makes it clear that this is her chance to turn her life around, and another violation could send her